solving a problem, for example. And these are functions of the brain that are being widely studied by neuroscientists, not just in the context of bilingualism, but actually in the context of normal development. So they're real hardcore neurocognitive functions, and it turns out that bilinguals have an advantage in these domains. And the argument is that the reason why bilinguals have superior executive control functions is because in the learning of two languages and the use of two languages, there has to be careful control over attention, both in terms of the input that the learner receives and in terms of their production of language. They have to be attending to what is the language that they're hearing, which language should they use or which languages should they use when they're speaking, how to switch languages from one speaker to another, and so forth and so on. So in effect, a useful analogy is that executive control functions are a kind of mental activity which can be improved with mental or intellectual activity. And that the more you exercise these functions, the stronger they are. My mother always used to say, your brain is like a muscle, and so you need to use it in order for it to stay healthy, and turns out she was right. So bilingualism is actually, can be conceived as a form of intellectual or cognitive exercise, which confers or bestows cognitive benefits above and beyond what you see in monolinguals, and above and beyond the advantages of knowing one language. Now, these advantages are particularly evident in bilinguals who have a high level of proficiency in two languages, and bilinguals who actively use their two languages. So these are the kinds of advantages that result when you take bilingualism seriously. These are not advantages that you're likely to enjoy by taking Chinese 101 or Hebrew 202. You have to work at it in order for those language learning experiences to actually impact your brain in these ways.